unfortunately refer to Kauai as the Garden Island. Really easy to see why when you come through here. Numerous waterfalls all the way through here today. This big one coming up on the left is called Pacoa. All these over to your right. Just good timing on your flight. You guys saw the movie Avatar. The landscape through here should look kind of familiar. All the when the creators of Avatar flew through here, this is where they had the idea to do the landscape a similar way. And so, and a few waterfalls coming up on the right. There's some over here to the left also. I'll bring one up close to the left here in a minute. Right here in front of us where the white mineral deposit is, should be some waterfalls at the base of that. And then the last movie for Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, if you guys saw that, this is where almost all the aerial videography was done with the helicopter, was back here. And so go back and watch that movie. I'll point out a landmark that you can easily make out in the movie. Look at the helicopter really closely in the movie. It'll look exactly like the one you guys are flying in because it's ours. And so they just took the decal off the top that has our name, changed the one on the back to JW001 for Jurassic World 1, and then they, right after the movie, of course, they put it right back. And so I got a chance to fly that helicopter here in Kauai, also on the Big Island. That's where it's at now.
What was the white mineral?
It's a calcium. Yep, just natural calcium. It comes out of lava as it. Little waterfall right here. This is Waipuna Eha. I had to go out and buy the Lego set for Jurassic World because it has my helicopter in Legos. I'm still a 5-year-old boy at heart. It's one of my prized possessions. And straight here in front of us you see this white mineral deposit, which is again, that's calcium, natural formation. Looks like a big eye. You can make that out in Jurassic World really easy. It's kind of easy to pick out. Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do. What do you think about Kauai from the sky so far? Beautiful, huh?
Wow.
Came out here 3.5 years ago, sitting right where you're at, Harley, and took this same flight just like you guys. And man, fell in love with this island. Spent some time out here hiking, backpacking. That was the only time I'd ever be here. And ended up during the flight, I was like, I want to fly here. And I was a helicopter pilot before I came here, but it was just a hobby for me. It was just something I loved doing. It's what I wanted to be from the age of 2. And so in 2000, I started taking lessons from an Army Cobra pilot, giving lessons on weekends next to my house. And ended up eventually getting a job as a tour pilot over in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee, and never had any plans to change that. After my trip out here, though, I'm going to apply for that job. I'll probably never hear from those guys. It's not an easy job to get, but started applying 6 months later. They offered me a position, and I kind of promised myself I'd take it, but before I came here, I was your UPS guy. That's what I did for 27 years, 4 months, and 3 days. And so started in college, stayed with those guys after college, and never had any plans on leaving. The scariest thing I ever did was turn in my notice and move halfway around the world to go follow my dream. 2.5 years later, though, 0 regrets. This island and the people is amazing. And this particular spot right here, I'm so happy it's open. We don't ever guarantee this. This is the volcano crater. This particular spot we usually bypass it, I'd say at least 70% of the time. Reason being, all that 450 inches of rain that we get usually comes right down into the center of this. All these clouds go all the way to the ground a lot of times, but it's so nice today. I'm going to take you guys all the way in the back. So this is Mount Waialeale, again, the volcano crater that created Kauai. Welcome to the birthplace of Kauai, guys. right here where we're at, this was a south wall that blew out millions of years ago. All the lava then began to flow out here, and this is what gave us the plains of Kauai right here in front of us. What do you think about it? It's beautiful, huh?
How do you judge distance? Left, right? Do you have a guide that's giving you distance off the canyon wall?
It does, yeah. This screen right here gives me distance, but truthfully, you know, you just do it so many times, you know, that you just get accustomed to it. First couple of months you fly in and out of there, you're like, you know, it's like you're just trying to fill it out. But you know, over time you're just so used to it, and you kind of know, you know, exactly where you can go in and where you can't. And so
This place is just so beautiful.
yeah, that particular spot, I'm really happy that was open for you guys. That's rare, and to see it that open like that, it's just beautiful. Let me give you guys a heads up where you're located at on the island right now. If you look back to your right, you can see through that gap through the mountains. You can see the ocean over there. That's tree tunnels that you can see. It takes you back over to Poipu, where you guys are staying at, Bradley and Wendy. And little Gracie. And this is the ridge line that we flew along as we took off. That's called Haupu Ridge, also known as the Hoary Head Ridge, and that's right above the guys on the cruise ship, which is right here in front of us. No Willy Willy Harbor, of course, Lahui and the airport. Now this mountain range right here to the left, it's called the No-No Mountain Range, way better known as Sleeping Giant. That's about the best angle I can give you guys. Sleeping Giant. If you look right in the middle of the high point, that's the giant's head. It speeds over to the left right there, so you can make that out. It's a great hike, and you were asking where I lived at. That's in Kauai. That's right there. Give me just a second, guys. I want to make a radio call real quick, and I'll be right back with you. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it from the cruise ship or not, but if you look for it, you might be able to. If you look way off to your left, you see that next mountain range closest to the ocean right there. The second peak back from the ocean, the one that's real pointy, that's King Kong's profile, and you have to be on the other side of it to really see it. You can kind of make it out from here, but if you're on the other side of it, really look for that. And I would be willing to bet you can see it when you're on the cruise ship too. So, guys, everybody had a good time? Enjoyed your flight? Give me just a second, guys. I need to turn the microphones off as we go back into airspace, but as I'll still point out a couple of things. Once we land, I'll turn the microphones back on. So, before I get to the business side of stuff, I really want to say thank you. I appreciate you guys coming in and flying. It's always a huge honor for me, you guys, when you get in this helicopter, you don't know me at all, you trust me to fly you safely around the island. That always is a huge honor for me. Hopefully I made you feel that way throughout the flight. And about the only downside to living so far away from where you grew up out here in paradise is that you miss your family and your loved ones. So see you guys sharing memories, making memories together, and sharing that time together really means a lot to me that you came in and shared it with me, so mahalo for that. Or like a Tennessee boy in Kauai says, mahalo y'all. Yeah, I still have to get my y'alls in every chance I can. This is my home. This is I love this island. I love the people here. Hopefully you guys had a chance to fall in love with the island a little bit more during your flight. On the business side of things, if you ever find yourself in Maui or Oahu, Waikoloa, and Hilo on the Big Island, keep us in mind. We have flights there. Check out your video when you get inside here. Everything's recorded. And then once we land, you can loosen your seatbelts. You just twist those. You can set the headsets over to the side. Allow the staff to open and close the doors for you guys if you don't mind. They'll take care of all that. And they do ask that when you get out of the helicopter, always go back out to the front. We got an awesome crew here in Kauai. Just wait on each other in that blue safety box. Have your phones, your cameras ready. They're always happy to take pictures of you guys in front of the helicopter. I'll throw up the shotgun, throw it back at me.
With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy.
If you don't mind, once you get inside, give me a heads up. Let me know what you thought about the flight. I sit in the same seat, so if there's something I could do different for your seat, by all means, give me a heads up. Let me know about that. And if you had a good time, you don't mind writing a review. I love those. Save every one of those. I still have the very first one I received 2.5 years ago, and I'll keep the last one. So they really do mean a lot to me. There's some good memories for me. And one day I'm sure I won't be able to do this, so I want to have those to look back. I need to box them up or screenshot them. I send them back home to my mom.